Today's show's going to be a pussy riot. Am I right? Okay.
There's going to be writing cats?
I have my big microphone. Okay. Except I'm echoing back and it's all horrible.
Can you turn down the audio on your iPad, please?
I did that already. Hi, we're trying everything new this morning. Just in time to have Nadia from Pussy Riot. This is exciting, right? Okay, I can still hear me echoing back, but we have mommy has her big microphone, so there's going to be a lot of screenshots where somebody does something horrible and phallic with this microphone right in my face like this.
Oh God!
But the sound's better, right?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
And I have my box. So there. Okay. What are we thinking? We're Sean Comiskey, God bless him, is supposed to be in COVID quarantine and was here all day Saturday getting all this set up. God bless him. Okay, so we have a show.
And some other things that we had issues with on Friday too.
Pardon me?
And some other things we had some issues with on Friday too.
Yes, there have been issues. Okay. I love this tweet. I thought it's perfect for today. Marie tweeted, people in Russia are rioting to get rid of a dictator. People here in the U.S. are rioting to put one in. This is such a great time to talk to her. You know why I did it, Travis? Because the former real president asked me to, Martin Sheen.
Correct.
Yes. Because in lieu of a real president for the last 4 years, I do whatever President Bartlett tells me.
Yeah, you were listening to the boss man.
Mrs. President Bartlett said, could you have Nadia on from? I was like, yeah, one of my sheroes, Pussy Riot. Right?
Of course. Although it's a little daunting to book a guest who's 11 time zones away from you.
Yes. It also speaks, and actually I first saw the video was fantastic. We're going to blast it out, but I saw it before English subtitles. So I was like, wait. But it's fantastic. We're going to obviously do everything we can to help. We're posting Chris, we're blasting all this out, but you can help. Yes. You can help. They're trying to put as much pressure on Putin as humanly possible to make sure he releases all political prisoners, not just Navalny, but Masha, her fellow Pussy Rioter, is also in prison right now in Russia. So it is an amazing time. When that tweet was dead on, right? Mm-hmm. These rioters here are rioting to put a dictator back in or to establish a dictatorship in America, while these brave people in Russia, including the girls from Pussy Riot and Navalny, are literally fighting for their lives and their democracy.
Well, and it's also, what do you think Trump has been doing for the last 4 years on his late night calls to Vlad? He's talking to him about, how did you stay in power? What did you do to stay in power? He has been groomed for this, and he failed.
What it feels like to have an American president condemn Putin. And she said, by the way, it works. Putin is scared of international. She said, that's why we need to put an international spotlight on this. Because Putin, like Trump, is a giant coward. And a U.S. president standing up to him will help. And she said the fact that he said something, Biden said something to him about poisoning Navalny and releasing him and et cetera, really makes a difference. So anyway, very excited about that. Yes. And then Jen Kirkman tweeted something dirty about her own. We're able to say it because it's a band name, but then Jen Kirkman, as she does, took advantage of that and tweeted something very funny. Okay, so we will talk. And then we have our usual Rude Pundit and Eric Bowler. Yeah. And I'm going to say, Travis, 16 more bombshells of regarding Trump and the insurrection and the writing. And now, is Orly Tate's his lawyer this morning? Did I miss something? Because all 5 left Saturday. Then there was new lawyers, but that was yesterday that new lawyers were announced. So today it could be Orly Tate's.
But like literally on Friday morning, the story was that one of them used a racist term to kick a black man off a jury, and we thought,
which is a good thing for a Trump. They're like, okay. You're hired, right?
Good. And then they added 3 more attorneys on Friday, and then on Saturday 2 attorneys quit, and then 3 more attorneys quit, and then yesterday 2 more got. It's like this story has changed 25 times in 3 days.
Yes, I don't know if you saw, but this is actually not a joke, but the printer is low on toner. I don't know if you can see that when you.
Yeah.
Because
that was me That was before I printed.
74 stories you sent me. Okay.
Oh,
That was before I printed. You're lucky it didn't go out.
But you are correct. At least 10 stories were. It's just lawyers quit. You hire more lawyers. They quit. More lawyers. They quit again.
that was crazy. And so now Bob Seska's childhood friend is no longer on the legal
I
team.
know.
Yeah,
I was
well-
all set to talk about that. He became a lawyer because his crook father went to prison for embezzlement or
Right.
whatever. Okay. So yeah, Lindsay's butch friend is back in Niagara Falls. We wouldn't know her now.
Lindsay got ghosted by Butch.
Lindsay's never had butch, really. But okay. Yeah, so this is, I know. And they're all awful. It's all, one of them got tried to get Cosby off, and the other, they're all awful. Like different awful people were replaced by new awful people.
Yes.
But the last awful people would not argue that the election was stolen, which is what he wanted the defense to be, his election fraud, which first of all, lawyers can't do that because they would be lying and there's no evidence, so they can't. So that's why they parted ways. So I guess now, I don't know, even the new lawyers, I guess they're saying are going to go it's not constitutional, which is also wrong. But, you know.
All we have to do, call Donald Trump as a witness, let him get in there. He'll blow it all up.
Oh, my God. Steve Bannon advised him to be his own lawyer. Oh, please, God.
Oh, please.
Oh, please, God. That would be so fantastic.
Speaking of Steve Bannon, he did journalism this weekend with Rudy.
On his own behalf, which would be disastrous.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And be as a lawyer. Oh, please. There's not enough popcorn. By the way, I'm sorry I was late with all we have going on. But see, I had to, I was looking for my Dance Like Russia Isn't Watching t-shirt. I couldn't find it because that's in the old bin now. It's in the past Trump bin. But I thought my president works for Nadia for Putin as well.
Yes. You might want to tilt your camera back
a
up.
last minute wardrobe. I had a last minute wardrobe malfunction and I saved it.
That's kind of
tilt your camera back up.
Oh, now I cut my head off. Okay, here we go. Wow. Me doing all my own tech up here is a fantastic idea. Okay.
Spring break, we need to have you do another little piece of tech. So.
Okay. Can you, do I have a boogie? What is it? Oh.
You don't have a boogie, but double audio whenever I have Travis's mic up. So
that's what I thought. I thought it was me. But
no,
okay.
I don't think your Zoom mic is muted.
Well, let me just check that. How's that?
Let's see.
We just did our tech right now.
Travis,
Testing 1, 2, 3. How's that sounding for everyone?
there we go.
I fixed it.
Thank you. I didn't want to.
Stephanie, you can fix things.
I didn't want to call attention to it on the air because that's unprofessional. But yeah.
Listen, Eddie Glaude on Meet the Press was muted. It's like people that have big time appearances. They're just like blah 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 blah. No, they're just like, all right.
Yeah.
Chuck Todd's like, oh, you're
Muted.
yeah, you're Eddie, you're muted. Okay. All right, so that's hey, it's TV in the world of COVID.
Yes.
Welcome to it. Oh, hey, there's horrible horror movie news about COVID, right, Travis? On top of the ongoing, as who was it? Glenn Kirshner said, this is an ongoing coup.
Yeah.
You understand? It's all part of it. All these bombshells, right? From the, I can't even keep track anymore, Travis. I don't know. From the, look at this. I have too much stuff going on this morning.
Are you okay?
There's too much
Are you
equipment.
okay?
That's my fault.
Do you need an aspirin?
Okay. Yes, I need a lot. But I don't even know which bombshell is more significant, Travis. But it's okay. I mean, Trump White House was behind the decision to have the march go to the Capitol. So there's rioters hadn't even planned to go to the Capitol.
Right.
So that's more okay. And this, of course, this huge story. Defense Secretary disarmed the DC National Guard before the Capitol riot. What did I say? Someone on Twitter said I'm going to be insufferable, and I am. What did I say? He ordered the code red.
Yeah.
Okay. Just saying. I mean, look at this. Pro-Trump extremists shared maps of the Capitol tunnel complex prior to the assault. Trump's DOJ diverted resources to investigate Antifa as the FBI warned about right-wing extremists. It's all one story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is why Saturday people are like, what else is coming? Why did all the lawyers twit? Not just because, they can't argue the election was stolen. It's ridiculous.
Right.
But my point is, like, it's probably all of these stories too. They're like, oh crap.
Yeah. I can tell
And this is what we know.
Yeah. I can tell you're not used to having your box up there because you would have played the breaking news music while you read that. Usually. There you go.
I know. And you know what? I realized I forgot to ask for the main thing I want in my box, and that is Joanne Worley. I forgot my boring.
Chris still has some control over you.
Well,
Whatever.
oh,
What was I saying? Okay. So, by the way, so Biden's going to, I guess, meet with these 10 Republicans. No, this thing, their bipartisan thing they're proposing is like a third of what Biden's package is. That's not compromise. It's not what we need. And screw it. I'm so over these Republicans and this whole, shouldn't we do in a bipartisan? No, because they're going to do what they always do.
right.
They're going to offer all these amendments and ask for all these and then they're not going to vote for it anyway, and they're going to screw us.
Yep.
Trust me, average Americans don't know what a filibuster is. They don't know what budget reconciliation is. All they know is, did they get help or didn't they? And they voted Democrats to get help during this crisis. Just do it. Remember, the stimulus bill should have been bigger that Obama get. We compromised. The Affordable Care Act could have been much stronger. We compromised. They didn't vote for it anyway.
Yeah.
Don't do this again. By the way, so I was mentioning about the horrible horror. Speaking of the pandemic and horrible horror movie.
Yeah.
The hurricane is coming. Expert warns U.S. to brace for virulent COVID strain.
Yeah.
So just as we all have tested negative for COVID and positive for antibodies, this new mutation is apparently we don't actually have immunity to that. So that's what's funny. Okay. Dr. Michael Osterholm, who advised Biden's transition team on the coronavirus pandemic, said Sunday on Beat the Press, America needs to call an audible with its vaccination program, prioritizing a rush to give as many people one dose as possible ahead of a likely surge. Good God. How many times can we hunker? I am over hunkered. I've been hunkering for a year.
Yeah. Well, and did you see that a congressperson who received both doses just tested positive for COVID?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. Whether it's the natural immunity that we all have now from having had it or the vaccine might not work on these variants. I mean, they say it probably has we have some protection, but it's just not, there's too much we don't know, and there's too many different now, right? And of course, of all the things that Trump effed, they had no plan in place we'll try to get Lori Garrett this week, but I mean, I'm not even smart enough to know what it's called. It's some kind of, it's not tracing, but it's something we should have been doing to track these variants in advance.
Yeah. Well, what the tests are that we're doing right now are only just testing, are you positive or negative for COVID? It's not, I think they said that only 1 out of every 50,000 tests actually gets typed to find out which version or which mutation of COVID it is.
Okay. All I need to know, Chris, is social media director. Has someone already posted a picture that looks like I'm eating a D? Because I think my microphone is so large in this picture as compared to my face. You know what I have a flashback to? Remember when they put my face on a bus side, Brother Weeze and Sister Sleaze in Rochester? I still have that scars from the first time I saw someone that drew a D into my mouth.
In your mouth.
I pulled up next to me on a bus with me with a D in my mouth. Just don't do it.
You know what? Had this been today, I would have asked you to take a photo with that with that poster and put it on social media, because that would have gotten some likes.
The one of me as Sister Sleaze?
Well, no. If you would have pulled up next to one of those posters with you with a D in your mouth.
We didn't have, that was in the 80s. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have cameras.
That's why I started this conversation with, if this had been today.
Okay.
Take a selfie.
Laurel in Oakland says, "Dear Steph, it's got to be a bad day when you need a court-appointed attorney to represent you at your second impeachment trial."
Oh my God!
Is that what we're going to be by next week? It's in a week. How much? He throws a tizzy and throws them out because they won't argue election fraud either. And then the day of trial, I don't know, court-appointed, or I'm going to say Orly Tates, which would be the most entertaining for us.
Well, at least
because
I'd
then
watch.
She could do some dental work and some buying. Oh, you know what? He's going to need a realtor because they're going to kick him out of Mar-a-Lago.
This is true.
She's a realtor, dentist, lawyer.
I don't think she has a license in Florida to practice real estate, though.
No? Well, she can get that.
Okay. It wouldn't stop her.
That's true.
All right. We pause and we have, do we have a show? Thank you to everybody. I know I made it weird by thanking you guys on the air. I know it's out of character on Friday.
Gross.
But okay, it took a village. We are on the air.
Yep.